What's going on, guys and gals? Kendall here for Renos for Pros and Joes. In this video, I'm going to show you how to patch a hole in drywall without using mud. And this is specifically for a small hole, and the solution that I'm going to give you today is going to be a really lazy way of doing this, and is really more so designed as a temporary solution, but can be used in a permanent fashion if you so choose. That's right, we're going to be using a switch plate cover. So the first thing we want to do with our switch plate cover is make sure that it is going to cover all the damage on the wall. As you can see here, I'm lining it up lengthwise and widthwise to ensure that all of our holes will be covered. They will be. And now I'm going to take a level and make sure that I've got my switch plate cover level on the wall. I do. And then the next thing we're going to do is take a pin and we're going to mark inside of each hole of the switch plate cover where our screws will go. Make sure that you get a good amount of ink on the wall and try to make a good circle in there. I'm going over mine twice just to make sure. The next thing that we want to do is take our pen again and go back over our circles on the wall to make sure that they're nice and round and even. This is going to be crucial for the next step of this process, so just take your time and make sure that you go over each one of your holes so that they're nice and round. Now we've arrived at the power tool portion of the project, and as you can see, I've got my drill here and I'm going to be drilling a hole through each one of my circles that I've made on the wall for my switch plate screw locations. And as you can see, if you look closely, I'm using my left hand to control the depth of the drill bit as I'm drilling the holes. The reason why I'm doing that is because we don't know what's on the other side of the drywall, and so we want to be very controlled with the way that we drill our holes. If you can look here very closely, when the light hits this hole here, right here in the center, you can see that those are electrical wires that are passing through that wall right there. We want to make sure that as we drill our holes that we don't plunge too far through the wall, because we could hit some type of electrical in the wall, and that would not be a good thing. So as you can see here, I'm working on my last hole here, and that should about do it. Now that we've got our holes drilled, we're going to install our wall anchors. So we're going to put a wall anchor in each one of our 6 holes. So I've got 6 holes on my switch plate cover, and I'm going to just push these wall anchors in here with my thumb. As you can see, I've got 3 of them in here that look like they're flush with the drywall, and the last 3 did not go in as smoothly as the first 3. So even though I don't show it here in the video, I am going to go back with my drill and enlarge these holes just a little bit to ensure that they fit. Now that I've adjusted my holes with the drill, the wall anchors now go in much easier and without any type of issues with them standing up a little bit too tall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we're going to install our screws through our switch plate cover and into the wall anchors that we've previously installed in the drywall. I'm getting everything started off by hand so I can ensure that they're all on the right path, and once I've done that piece, then I'll switch over to start using a very small screwdriver. The reason why you see me start off using my hand is because the paint finish on these small screws is very delicate, and it can easily be knocked off when using a screwdriver. So therefore, I use my hands to get everything started to make sure, number one, that I've got the screws started on a right path and have them in there straight. And then I also am doing that obviously because I'm much less likely to scratch the paint when I get them started by hand. Once I've got them on a path that I think is going to be straight, then I will use a screwdriver to go ahead and finish the job off. As you can see, I've got a very small screwdriver because I want to have complete control over what I'm doing, and I want to limit the likelihood that I will chip or knock off paint during the process. As you can see, I'm working with each screw here individually and trying to lower them down into place. This is one of the things that I like to do, is kind of work them each down individually to make sure that, number one, my switch plate cover remains straight, and also that I have the opportunity to adjust screws as needed. Sometimes you may have to back them out and kind of adjust them a little bit to make sure that they stay on the right path. I like to install each one of my screws about 90% of the way and then go back through and install each one, the final 10%, as a nice finishing touch. Okay guys, there we have it. A drywall patch without any mud at all, and this took only about 15 minutes. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. See you guys on the next one. Peace.